What's up, Grace Empire? Pastor Charlie here, bringing today's fresh bread. It's been a while since we got to do this. I actually have a couple of fresh breads that I've been wanting to do. We've been really busy at church planning. Things are moving along quite quickly, and things are moving along really well. But I wanted to share this passage with you today. It's actually in Exodus chapter 14. I try to make it brief. So what's happening here in this particular passage is the 10 plagues have occurred. The people of Israel, which were slaves to Egypt, have been crying out for deliverance, for freedom. And Moses was called by God to bring salvation or freedom to his people. So through a miraculous series of events, God has brought the Israelites out of Egypt, and they're now traveling to the desert in order to worship and to give offerings to God. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on here. So they have left Egypt, and they're actually at the foot of the Red Sea, and there's a great sea that divides them from getting across to the other side. But what happens here is tragedy happens, or I guess drama happens, because the Egyptians realize, what have we done? We let all the slaves go. Who's going to do the work? So they get on their chariots and they ride off to bring him back, or even to kill him. So they run with their chariots, and scouts must have seen the chariots coming a long way, and the people are afraid because you have a massive army on one side, and the other side you have the Red Sea. And the story is interesting because in miraculous turn of events, if you've ever seen the movie Exodus with Christian Bale, or The Prince of Egypt by DreamWorks, there's this scene where the waters part, and then these Israelites walk across the parted water on dry land. It's pretty amazing, right? And this is what kind of God spoke to me about, because in the process of the army coming and the Red Sea before it parts, there's this position where the Israelites are afraid. They're crying out, and they think they're going to die. They're saying, like, why have you done this to us, Moses? And they're complaining about it. This is in Exodus chapter 14. They're complaining about why he has done this. And then later on, Moses answers the people and says, hey, don't be afraid. Stand firm, and you're going to see the deliverance of the Lord today. What God spoke to me about is that part of me thought, can I blame them? Can I blame the Israelites for doubting and complaining? Seemingly there's no way out, right? There's an ocean here, or a sea here, and there's an army here. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And I think that doubt is understandable. It's I can relate to it. I can understand it. Who would have known that God was going to do this miraculous thing and part the waters? That's so creative. That the deliverance that God has provided is such a creative way of doing it. It's, how could anybody have known that? For us Christians, we've heard this story so many times. It's like, yeah, of course he parted the Red Sea. But if you've never heard this story before, or even if you were there, you could not have known that God would have done those things. So personally, sometimes I feel like I'm against the ropes. I'm in a situation where I feel like there is no answer. I doubt, and I have fears, and I tell God, like, can you blame me for doubting? I really do feel like there is no way out, and I'm stuck in this box. I'm stuck in this cage. There is no way of getting free. But what I'm reminded here is that God is a God of creativity, and God is a God of working impossible dreams, right? Working impossible things out. And God, even though you may not see a way out, doesn't mean that God doesn't have a way out for you. God doesn't have a miraculous miracle waiting on your behalf. Because our God is a God of creativity, and just as he parted the Red Sea, he could part something that seems impossible for you, so that you are provided a way out of your current scenario. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today, is that even though life seems crazy, even though you may be in a situation where it doesn't feel like there's any way out, our God is a God that can part the Red Sea. He can make a solution where there seems to be no solution. So that's my encouragement for you guys today. Hope you guys are doing well. Keep praying for us as a church. We are looking and excited to be moving to New Tampa. We're actually moving this weekend is the final move. All of our stuff will be there. It'll be great, and we get to live in the community that we're going to be a part of. And already my heart is bleeding, and I'm like excited about all the people that I meet. Every single person I meet in UTEP, I'm thinking, is this person going to come to our church? Is this person going to come to our church? Is this person going to know Jesus? Is this person going to, give their hearts to God? So I'm excited about that. Anyways, I'm rambling here now, but again, pray for us. We love you here at Grace Empire. We'll see you guys later. Peace.